Robinson had signed with the Red Devils in October 1946, not long after finishing his first and only season of minor league baseball in the International League with the Montreal Royals. But he had never been one to settle on just one pastime, even the national one. And as terrific as he was on the ball field, his athleticism had shone even more brightly in other sports. In 1938, for instance, Robinson had set the national junior college record in the broad jump, leaping 25 feet 6.5 inches. 2 years later, he won both the Pacific Athletic Conference and the NCAA championships. "It is a wonderful event," Robinson once said. "You toe the line and sprint forward with all your strength. Then you jump. You really try to jump off the earth, and your legs churn the air like you wanted to reach the moon." He might as well have been speaking about another dynamic act in another sport. It had not occurred to many basketball players in the 1930s and 1940s to dunk, even though some did, and even though plenty were capable. "All we wanted was the basket," former Wrens player John Isaacs told the New York Times in 2004. But one of them wanted something more. One of them was a pioneer before he became a pioneer, a legend before he became a legend. "Guys would talk, and people said that out in California," Isaac said. "Jackie was the first one to elevate and go over the rim." There are particular innovations in particular sports that turn out to be the most important and influential aspects of those sports. These inventions make the games more exciting and interesting, broaden and deepen the appreciation and love for them. They diversify the action, create fresh styles of play, expand the notions of what is possible on the field or the court. Athletes go from being widgets on an assembly line, all of them shaped to do the same thing in the same way in the same old game, to flourishing as four-leaf clovers and diamonds, no two the same, each unique and beautiful. The forward pass lifted football from the land into the air, transforming it over time from nothing but a succession of bloody, brutal scrums in the dirt to a form of performance art that was made for a television screen. Part ballet, part high-wire act, part military-style strategy and attack. The end of the dead ball era in Major League Baseball led to the beginning of the home run era, to outfield fences and ballparks with nooks and crannies and character, to Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron and Aaron Judge, to steroid scandals and the fixation on launch angles. Basketball has followed its own trajectory. Throughout its early years, it was ground-bound, limited by decorum and humility and the self-discipline that the sport's inventor, Dr. James Naismith, sought to instill in its practitioners. And it stayed that way until, like the first human being to craft a weapon and hunt for food, a player found himself high enough in the atmosphere to extend the basketball above the rim and throw the ball down through the hoop until the first player dunked. It's no exaggeration to say that the entire social, cultural, and athletic evolution of basketball can be traced through the slam dunk, and that in turn, America's entire social and cultural evolution can be traced through it. The dunk is more than just 2 points. It is basketball's consummate symbol of superiority, the act, more than any other, that represents domination of an opponent. A PhD candidate could write a dissertation on the psychology implicit and overt in the dunk, the masculinity that has long been associated with the act of dunking, the emasculation of being posterized, the stereotypes of whites, blacks, men and women that play into the dunk's physical and emotional power and resonance. The dunk has been a revolutionary agent, an expression of black culture.